Good morning. In this lecture, we are going to study Class A amplifier. In the last lecture, we have studied various amplifier configuration as Class A amplifier, Class B amplifier, and Class C amplifier. In this lecture, we will discuss Class A amplifier in detail. So, in case of Class A amplifier, here you can see. In case of Class A amplifier, the output of Class A amplifier conducts for full 360-degree cycle. Here we can say it is conducting for 360-degree cycle. And in case of Class A amplifier, we are drawing here a DC load line. This is your DC load line. DC load line indicates the maximum and minimum limits set by the DC power supply. Here the DC load line is drawn between the maximum collector current and collector to emitter voltage. So this is your DC load line, and in the center of DC load line there is a point, Q point, that is called quiescent point, right? So if it lies in the center of the load line, then it will produce 360 degree of the cycle for the output, right? So in detail we can discuss it here, right? This is the characteristics curve for Class A operation. Here we are having this is your AC load line and this is your DC load line, and in the center of DC load line there is a point, Q point. This is called quiescent point. Here on this region there is cutoff region, and here in this region this is called saturation region, right? And Q point is where it is lying. It is lying in the active region, right? When it is in the active region, then the transistor will properly amplify the signal, right? If it is in the cutoff region, then also it will not amplify the signal properly. If it is in the saturation, then also it can not amplify the signal for the full cycle properly, right? So when it is in the active region and in the center of the Q point, Q point is in the center of load line, then and then only the output can be produced for 360-degree cycle. In case of Class A amplifier, the output is exact replica of the input signal, but there is some phase shift. Here we can see there is some phase shift. Here input waveform in the positive half cycle we are having, but in the output we are having the same negative half cycle. The signal is amplified, but it is in the negative half cycle due to the phase shift due to the transistor. So next we will discuss about the DC. We want to find out the collector efficiency. Collector efficiency is the ratio of output AC power to the DC input power. So here DC, in case of DC input power, this is the circuit for Class A amplifier. Here we are having a transistor, one resistance Re at the emitter terminal, RC at the resistance. This is voltage divider network R1, R2, and this is the supply we are having. So total DC power at the input will be given as VCC multiplied by ICC. ICC is the current drawn from the VCC. Here ICC is divided into two currents, I1 plus ICQ. ICQ current passes through the resistance, collector resistance RC, and I1 passes through R1, right? Here the value of RC is very low, so maximum current will pass through the resistance RC. And here we can say the ICC is I1 plus ICQ, and since ICQ value is very greater than I1, so ICC will approximately equal to ICQ. In this equation we will put the value of ICC, so it will become VCC multiplied by ICQ. So in case of ideal amplifier, we can write power DC as VCC is equal to 2 VCEQ and put the value of ICQ. So this is your DC input power. So in Class A amplifier, now we want to find out the AC power output. So AC power output is given by Vrms into Irms. So Vrms is Vm by root 2 and Irms is Im by root 2. So root 2 multiplied by root 2 will become 2. So it will be Vm Im by 2. Since we know Im is I is equal to V by R, so here we can write Im is equal to Vm by RL. If we put the value of Im here, so it will be Vm square by 2RL, and if we put the value of Vm here, so it will become I m square RL. By 2 we can represent in terms of voltage or current, power output as per our choice. So next is, what are the advantages of Class A amplifier? Class A amplifier design is very simple. So and the second advantage is that in the Class A amplifier, distortion is very less, and the output is having high fidelity, means output is same as input. And since we are using Class A amplifier in active region, so no time will be required to turn on, and this also improves high frequency response. Where we are using this audio power amplifier, what are the applications? It is mainly used for making audio amplifiers and telephonic repeaters. So next we will discuss various parameters associated with power amplifiers. So all these parameters are associated with Class A, B, C amplifiers. So first parameter is collector efficiency. We have already, it is also called conversion efficiency. The effectiveness, so the ratio of AC power output to the DC power output supplied by DC battery is called collector efficiency, means it is the ratio of AC power to the DC power. Okay, so power amplifier are designed to provide maximum collector efficiency. So here we can discuss, in Class A amplifier we are having 25% efficiency, in Class B 78.5%, and in Class A we have 99% efficiency. So the next parameter is power dissipation capacity. So to keep that power dissipation capacity, means we are using power transistor. In power transistor we are dealing with the high currents, and due to high currents the heating effect will be there, right? So so the circuit will become poor. So so there is a need to dissipate the heat to the surroundings. So heat sink is used. The ability of a transistor to dissipate heat developed in it is called power dissipation capacity. So if the power is not dissipated properly, then the device may burn, transistor may burn. So it is very important to attach a heat sink. Next is distortion. So distortion means the change in output wave shape from the input wave shape of amplifier is called distortion. So in case of power transistors, characteristic is very non-linear, right? So in case of Class A amplifier, the collector current flows for the full cycle, so the distortion is minimal. In Class A amplifier, collector current flows less than 180 degree cycle, so distortion is maximum. So Class A amplifier is having very less distortion, and then Class C amplifier is having more distortion. So here next we are discussing about transformer coupled Class A amplifier. What is the purpose of transformer coupled Class A amplifier? We have seen in case of Class A amplifier, the efficiency of the power amplifier is 25%, but Class A amplifier efficiency can be improved if we connect transformer coupling at the collector end. Now here we are using transformer coupled Class A amplifier. If we improve the circuit like this, then the efficiency of the Class A amplifier will improve up to 50%. So this is the transformer action. Transformer improves the efficiency because it is able to transform the voltage, current and impedance. So because we know the voltage, output voltage V2 and V1 are having relation depending on the number of turns. So depending on these number of turns, we can change these voltages, we can control these voltages. Similarly, we can control current depending on the number of turns, and impedance also can be controlled. So transformer action can be improved if we are using here a transformer coupling. The efficiency of Class A amplifier will improve up to 50% in case of transformer coupling. So in this lecture we have discussed Class A amplifier. In the next lecture we will be discussing Class B amplifier.